Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, the honors the apostles, and those that great millstones. Today's lesson is pretty much Western culture or Western civilization or democracy, however you want to say it, is nothing more than the image of the beast. All right. If you believe in this system, this American ideology, this American way, the social norms that's set up in America, all right, that keeps America going, keeps America thriving, all right, you worship the image of the beast, plain and simple, all right. Now, we got, I'm about to say multi-fashion or multiple groups of people from different religions that believe in the American way, all right, whether they be Muslim, whether they be Christian, whether they be Moorish, all right, whether they be in the world of black consciousness, you all you guys worship the image of the beast. If you're okay with the things that go on in America, how America's ran, all right, how America's political structure is ran, if you believe in foreign policy, if you're okay with that, then you believe in it. You worship the image of the beast. I'll just put it like that, all right, because that's what. I'm going off of Revelations 13 and 15, as you can see. And a lot of people don't understand the scriptures, but through the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, I convey this to the best of my ability. All right, I'm gonna read Revelations 13, 15, and I'm gonna read a few articles and show you, pretty much, that the Westernized culture is nothing more than a conglomerate of ancient cultures, right? Ancient pagan cultures, all right? And Christianity helped establish America into what it is today, all right? So Revelations 13, 15, all right? And they wonder why, the world, America is divided the way it is, all right? Because from its first inception, brought, it wasn't, they didn't, they dealt unjustly, bringing this place into its fullness. Okay, people like to have pride in America and have pride on how America was established, but it was established by blood. It was established by rape and robbery. Ill-gotten gains. Okay, so Revelations 13, 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. How is the image of the beast being pretty much speaking? Through its politics, through policies. Okay, and then it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, so there's people that don't believe in these customs, these westernized customs, these westernized values, because they all lead back to pagan worship. They all lead back to philosophers that really don't have anything to do with the scriptures, the Bible, and they want to say that America was established by the Bible, but they use that as a front for their own legitimacy. They use the Bible as a front. That's why they have it in every judicial court that you can find in America, not just in America, but in the world. But America has influenced the whole world with this image, okay? And we'll go into what the image means from the Greek word icon, or in other words, icon. All right, and this is where you get the word icon from. All right, which I'll look it up. Which I already have on the screen. It says, let's go into the word first. Slacking. Okay, it's a feminine noun. Okay, the Greek word is icon. All right, an image, a figure, likeness. All right, and if you look at Western civilization, what are some of the figures that pop up in your head? Well, one of the things that pop up in your head is pretty much how America has taken different philosophies or different empires from antiquity and adopted certain values, certain icons from these empires. Okay, uh, one thing uh, one thing in particular is America and Egypt. All right, America took on these images or this icon. All right, which is nothing more than paganry. All right, and I'm gonna read the article that goes into Slovakia. It pretty much goes into what Western civilization actually is. All right. So I'm just just give you some imagery. All right. All right. So there you go. Just a few images of how America adopted the spirit of ancient countries. All right, or ancient empires. All right. The scriptures are Revelations 11:8 says, which I'll get it. I don't want to be jumping all over the place, but it just dawned on me today, man. All you Christians, all you Muslims alike, all you different religions out there, whether you be Seventh-day Adventist or Pentecostal, Apostolic, it doesn't matter. You're still pretty much under the Roman Catholic Church. But the thing that dawned on me is that all you guys, no matter what religion you are in, you believe in the image of the beast. Okay, you're fine with the ways of America, which are the effects that it have on the world is detrimental. All right, look at some of the things that it has effect on here in America as we speak now. What does the democracy do? It makes a bunch of spoiled, dumbed down people. Okay, Revelations 11:8 it says, "And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified," meaning crossed out, because nobody really believes in the Lord. All right, this place is spiritually Sodom because you have homosexuality, transgenderism, LGBTQA, however you want to say it. Then you have Egypt. You have the erecting of icons in gods. All right, this is in America. Okay, this is in America. All right, this derives from this is a sphinx or obelisk, Slovakia, and that derives from Egypt. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. This is an obelisk. All right, and you got the Washington Monument, and then you got the Egyptian obelisk. All right, so you're telling me, well, can't tell me anything. It's evident. All right, but the point being is that the Western culture is nothing more than um, a meshing of old ancient cultures. All right, and guess what? Christianity was at the forefront of establishing America. All right, and which we'll go into in this article. All right, but as you can see, Revelations 18, this place has a spirit of Sodom and Egypt. All right, and then when you go into that word icon in Revelations 13:15, an image, figure, likeness, an image of the things, all right, use of moral. Well, we already know this place is immoral. All right, but the image is what? The likeness of other cultures, pretty much, man. All right. So the image is, which I'll read right here, is going to explain Western culture. Western culture sometimes equated with Western civilization, Western lifestyle, or European civilization, meaning Edomite or so-called white people civilization. We know what they mean by European. All right. It says is a term used very broadly to refer to an heritage of social norms. Now, i.e., remember the word image or icon or icon from that Greek word image, Salaki. heritage of social norms, ethical values, traditional customs, belief systems, political systems, and um, specific artifacts. So it says in technologies that have some origin or association with Europe. All right. So all these the social norms, the heritage, the belief systems, traditional customs. These are all. This is represents the image. All right. All the all the social norms, political systems. That's all the image. All right. Because some way or another they are pretty much tacking on from tacking on to these social norms from ancient ancient customs of different empires. All right. It says the term has come to apply to countries whose history is strongly marked by European immigration, such as the countries of the Americans and Australia's. It says in it's not restricted to the continent of Europe. All right. It says Western culture is characterized by a host of artistic, philosophic, literary, and legal themes and traditions, the heritage of Celtic, Germanic, Hellenic, meaning, let me see, Greek, pretty much, Jewish, Slavic, Latin, and other ethnic linguistic groups, as well as Christianity. You see, which played an important part in the shaping of Western civilization since at least the 4th century. Now, what does pretty much uh, why is Christianity pretty much the foundation of America? And we see what America is today. America's about homosexuality. When you go into the Christian doctrine, they believe in worshiping pagan holidays, Christmas, um, Easter. You know, they they pretty much are into all fashions of paganism, right? And we see today what it has pretty much what it spawned from. All right. So back in Revelations, I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna just I'm gonna go through the Spirit, man, and bring out Second Ezra 4:26. It says Revelations 13:15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. That's pretty much the laws and stuff that um, it sets up. All right, democracy, a global democracy. You hear people talking about that. That's the spreading of the image of the beast. All right, and calls that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, because the elect, the men, the actual men of the Lord, don't accept the social norms of this westernized philosophy. And most of you people do, whether you be Christian, even some of you Israelites, you accept the laws and the customs that come out from America. So, in other words, you worship the image of the beast. Okay? So that it's pretty much that simple. All right? But there's another fold to it. All right? And this goes into the mark, which is the RFID chip, which this culture is going to be pushing heavily, in which they are pushing right now. And it's going to be, right now it's voluntary. It's what they call it, consensual, you know. Um, but later on, it's going to become mandatory. All right, very soon in the very near future. Okay. So it says, verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. So pretty much the image of the beast is warming you up for the mark of the beast. All right, which is pretty much the end game of these customs that they're pushing on the world. All right. It says that in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. There's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 600, threescore and six. And we know that's their universal product code that they put on every item that they sell on a global market. And you people are going to be items, all right? That's part of the global market. You are now. That's why you have a Social Security. But the point is, all you Americans, y'all believe in the image of the beast. You worship the image of the beast. And that was pretty much the point. Okay. But this ain't. It's not established by no boogeyman. All right. And the church will call it the devil, which it defeats the purpose. We understand what the devil, what it means. It means deceiver. But who are the ones that's deceiving? The ones that's pushing this American, westernized, European culture on the world, all right, in the form of democracy, okay? We already understand some of the effects that it has on the world, all right? Some of the effects that it has now, okay? Homosexuality, bestiality, poverty, um, what else? Prejudice, racism. This America was built off of racism. And as you can see, Christianity, as well as Christianity, played an important part in the shaping of the Western civilization since the 4th century. All right? So it says also contributing to Western thought in ancient, going back to the article, in ancient times, and then in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance onwards, a tradition of rationalism in various spheres of life. Meaning, when they say rationalism, they're talking about rebellion. All right, rebellion towards the Heavenly Father's laws, which they call the old world. All right, well, we know the Bible as when we read it, in its entirety. The culture of it is what they would call an Eastern culture or Eastern civilization. You know, um, that's why terms like polygamy, all right, having more than one wife, okay, that's an Eastern philosophy or culture, which the Bible was erected from that type of lifestyle. All right, a lot of other things um, that you Americans don't deem as legitimate because you're brought up in a Western civilization that pretty much combats everything of an Eastern culture. All right. Why do you think the American military goes to war with Iran or Syria, and all these Eastern cultures? Because it's a war. It's a war on globalization. It's a war on pushing the Western philosophy, pushing democracy, and forcing people to accept that image, which is the scriptures talk about the whoredom of the woman, according to like Revelations, I think it's 18, you know, and which I'll get real quick. Slack is gonna take a little bit. So Revelations 18, all right, because I forget the term how it words it, but let me see. Yeah, the mischief of witchcraft. Here we go. Revelations 18 and 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." Man, okay, the wine of the wrath of her fornication is her philosophy. All right, all right. It's the belief system. It's the political system. All right. They believe that part of Western culture is free love. A free love. If you haven't heard of that term, look it up. Free love meaning pretty much you can be promiscuous, you can be a harlot, You can have multiple partners. Um, do without wilt. You know, now they got the terms YOLO, you only live once. Um, you know, do whatever that, you know, whatever the hell you want type of spirit here in America. Here, we're dealing with democracy. All right. So they take those things like over there in the Middle East, the Arab Spring. So they take those cultural values that those Arabs have, those Ishmaelites have, and they pretty much, like the scriptures say in Revelations, man, they force you to accept the image of the beast, and they'll kill you if you don't. You know, like they did Muammar Gaddafi. You know, and his thing was you know, basically not spending that petrodollar. You know, he was more of enriching his own people. But if you don't go in the way that America or the American military tells you to, they will kill you. And that's an example of what the scripture pretty much is saying. And I'm gonna go back to that with Salakia. But back in Revelation 3 and 15, 13, 15, to make that point, so you can understand that the American military, they kill because people don't worship the image of the beast. Revelations 13, 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and they do that through their um, politics, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And you see examples of that in the Arab world during the Arab Spring, all right, when they went into Afghanistan, all right, when they went into Iraq, all right, and now they're going into Syria, all right, because they're trying to war against that old way, all right, that Eastern philosophy, Eastern culture, all right. But this is what the Most High has said about pretty much that old way, all right. I think it's 6 and 16. I'm not sure. Or Salakia. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 6 or 16. All right, this is the Most High. This is what the Most High said about the old way. Okay. Let me see. Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. All right. You know, that's why they call the eastern part of hemisphere, the eastern part of the world, they call it the old world. All right. And that's why they call America the new world, because it was the dawning of new philosophy. It was the dawning of pretty much rebellion towards the Most High, towards His ways. All right, but this is what He said: "Ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? There's no other good way. Okay, there's no other good way except the ways that the Most High has set up. All right, whether that be multiple wives, so on and so forth. But the land, keeping the land Sabbath, you know, tilling the ground for 6 years, and then on the seventh year, you know, you let it rest. You know, other things like keeping the Sabbath. You know, um, but these are shadow. This is a shadow. Those laws are shadow of things to come in the kingdom. All right. Right now we have the wicked, the sons of the wicked ruling. Okay. And we have for the most part, everybody in the world believe in the image of the beast rather than believe in, you know, the Heavenly Father's Son, Yahushua. You know, who is the true Redeemer. Okay, who is a true Lord and King of this earth, because it was given to him. You know, this earth was given to him by his father Yahweh. All right, it says, "Where's the good way? Walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." And this is why America is in a rut. You know, this is why the world is in a rut, because they don't want to. They want to be rebellious toward the old paths. It says, "But they said, we will not walk therein." All right, and that's what you see. That's why you see the American culture and democracy pushing itself as much as it has been Okay, because they're warring against God. All right, and hey, man, the scriptures talk about them happily fighting against the spirit. You know, and it's talking about you people, man. Whether you be Christian, Islamic, even you Israelites that are okay with the American way. The Most High is going to do away with this whole setup. All right, the scriptures tell you, man. Heaven and earth shall, heaven shall, it's like heaven shall pass away. Well, heaven and earth shall pass away. You know, I'm roughly paraphrasing, but let me see. And it wasn't talking about the earth as a whole, but it's talking about the current rulership. All right. So let's go Matthew, Luke, Luke 21 and 33. Okay, because it tells you that His word shall remain. All right. Let's just go blue letter. Luke. All right. And it's like you well, I ain't gotta tell you it in the prep work, but yeah, kind of like I said, the Spirit wanted me to go into this. Um, it's 33. You know, because it was on my heart because I just noticed like, man, all these people that claim they're Christian, claim they're born againers, or claim they're Israelites, or claim they're Muslim, or all these different religions, they all have one thing in common. They believe in the American system. They believe in the Western culture, all right, in the social norms that it was set up under, all right, which, in other words, they worship the image of the beast, you know. Luke 21 and 33, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. All right, now that is talking about the current rulership. All right, this current rulership is going to pass away, man. All right, the scriptures say in Daniel, it says that the saints shall take the kingdom. All right, and that the Lord is going to rule with a rod of iron, man. You know, it's telling you these things, is giving you these small details because that's, you know, is giving you small details to the whole story, man. To the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Okay. All right. So now let's deal with Esau. Okay. Because like I said, pretty much I'm jumping, but go to Second Esdras 4 and 26, because the one thing we gotta understand is that the people that's, pretty much spreading what we call the image of the beast, according to Revelations 13:15, are the sons of the wicked. All right, are the sons of the wicked, and the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. And we read Luke, man, heaven and earth shall pass away, meaning the rulership, but my words shall not pass away. All right, so Esau is pretty much from his inception, from when he was from their youth, throughout all history, you know, them being one of the youngest nations in the world, throughout all history, from their youth, they have pretty much been the evil seed, and that's what Second Esdras chapter 4 and 26. That's what it's going to get into. You know, they've been an evil seed, spreading this evilness. All right, spreading this wickedness, throughout the planet Earth. All right, and the church, they want to pretty much defeat the purpose by saying, "Oh, the devil," giving people these imaginary people, so people won't have pretty much nobody be held accountable for what's really going on in the world. And that's why I say these Christians, even these Israelites, man, they justify the wicked, man. You know, they justify the wicked. They allow these injustices to keep going because they don't want to really point the finger and be like, okay, you're the one that's doing it. Okay, we got to do something about it. The Most High is doing that, man. You know, he's doing it with his word. That's why the scriptures say, man, he shall consume them with the spirit of his mouth. All right, with the brightness of his coming. Because nobody, just like the scriptures say, truth faileth, man. All right, truth faileth in the street, man. And him that seeketh justice, um, in Isaiah 59:15, it tell you, he maketh himself a prey. Those that seek justice make themselves a prey. All right, because uh, you know this society is not created in true justice. All right, this society is created in wickedness, man, in folly, in great folly, man, in confusion. All right, they think it's okay to have homosexuals and or a community filled with homosexuals. It's gonna fail, man. It's eugenics at its very core, man. Second Ezra 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. All right, it's old English. That's why it's, you don't see the correct word spelling. It says, for the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. So you people can't comprehend the righteousness that the Most High has set up in the old ways that He's going back to. All right, and He told you He's going to set up the house of David as in the days of old, man. You know, so we're going to go back to the culture, that Eastern culture. All right, which you Americans hate so much. Okay, it says, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, mental deficiencies, physical deficiencies. All right, this world is full of unrighteousness. All right, that's why the Lord said, the love of the world is enmity with the Most High. You know, so it says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil, yes, that's the word evil, is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. And who was that evil sown through? We see him. It's evident who it's been sown through. The so-called white man, which are Edomites. All right. Okay, those white people who we would call white people, whose lineage goes back to being an Edomite. All right, through their father's line. Not all white people are Edomites. Not all black people are Israelites. All right, and that's just how diverse this thing is. All right. So you can't just say black Hebrew Israelites. You can't just say certain things, man, because it don't make sense. It's manifold wisdom. All right. Verse 28, it says, but 29. If therefore that which is sown, meaning the evil, be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, America, the westernized culture, this democracy, then cannot it come that is sown with good. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's going to be sown with good. It's going to push a righteous vibration over the earth. It's going to replenish the earth. And the people of the earth, the inhabitants of the earth, they're going to rejoice at the goodness. All right. Right now, you got these central bankers, the chief house of Esau taking over the world deliberately. Destroying the earth, destroying the coral reefs that's in the oceans, destroying deforesting the forests of the earth, which that replenishes the earth. Right now, you have all, manner of wickedness going on, okay? And everybody's mourning. The scriptures tell you that, man. When the righteous are in rule, the earth rejoices. And when the wicked are in rule, the earth mourns. I'm roughly paraphrasing. But that's what it is, man. It says, verse 30, for the grain of evil seed, Esau, hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness hath it brought up until this time? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? The time of threshing is when the Lord come back. Okay? That's the time of threshing. Because 2/3 are going to get it. The so-called white man and the other nations are going to get it. All right? All y'all going to get it at once. Okay? The Most High is starting with his house first. Okay? And then he's going to start, he's going to finish with you Edomites and you other nations. In 2/3. All y'all going to get it at once. Okay? Because the ultimate destruction is the thermonuclear fire. All right? And that's going to be the last trump. Okay? And then salvation is going to ensue from that. And you know what? I don't want to say nothing too hasty, but that's going to be part of pretty much the last thing that's going to take place before the Lord comes, is the destruction of America. And most of you individuals who believe in the image of the beast, who believe in this Western culture, who are okay with this American democracy, you're going to be the ones that's being put in that fire. All right, you're gonna face that second death. Okay, you're gonna be cleansed. All right, so death ain't always bad. For the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. All right, and we know it's just not one person. Adamites, it's a nation of people from the beginning. And how much ungodliness hath it brought up until this time? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed hath brought forth. And they have brought forth, all right? They have brought forth their lineage, and we see what they're doing to the earth. Like I said, the international bankers or the central bankers, whatever you want to call them, the chief house of Esau, those that be deliberately putting their money in places to deliberately destroy the earth, And that's pretty much. I'm pretty much going to conclude the lesson. Through spirit, the Lord just wanted me to, bring out, this Western culture and pretty much its effects that it has on the world. The effects that it has on all people of the world, and how they have been killing people who resist the image of the beast, and it's going to be more. It's going to become more of a thing. Where they're gonna call the people in America domestic terrorists because they don't believe in democracy, and they believe the government has failed them, and they believe that the Lord is coming. Not all you Christians believe in the Western civilizations. A small group of you Christians and you Muslims might wake up out of the sleep that you're in, man, and might come to the fullness of what you're here for. A lot of some of you might be part of the elect. Some of you going to call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and you're going to be part of that number be delivered, and that's why, pretty much why we're coming out with these lessons, man, because the weapons of our warfare aren't carnal, all right, but we're pulling down the strongholds. We're pulling down the strongholds of this place, and a stronghold, one of the greatest strongholds, is American democracy and Western civilization, the culture. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, a double honors to the apostles and those that great millstone, and Shalom.